James, is now a particularly bad time?
Who is this?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm happy to take a couple of minutes just to explain who I am and why I was getting in touch.
Is this a cold call?
I mean, is a cold call where you get sold something that you don't want by a pushy salesperson?
Yeah, yes.
Well, then no, it's not a cold call. I don't have any. You have to forgive me. I don't have any pitches prepared or anything to sell you at the moment. Look, as I said, it'll just take a couple of minutes for me to explain who I am and why I was getting in touch. You happy for me to do that?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Well, so my name's Paul. My company is Sales Triage, and appreciate you won't have ever heard of us. That's not a problem. I help ambitious businesses and specifically business owners to increase their consistent rate of sales so that they can get investment or at some point exit the business, retire, and get out a fair amount of money for all of the time, blood, sweat, and stress that they've invested into it. So I've actually been working with a tech business not too far away from you, and the owner of that business was frustrated that his sales team didn't seem to be as successful as some of his competitors. He was really angry that companies with less to offer were growing at, I think he said 200% year on year, and he was only getting 10%, and he didn't really understand why. So we've done a few tweaks to the business. We haven't turned it upside down, and it's not a kind of revolution, but it's been based on my real world experience of running my own businesses and successfully selling them. And we've actually, on the back of that, just started talking to some investors for his business now that he can actually demonstrate some growth. Now, look, James, you're probably all set. You're probably hitting the goals that you targeted, and you probably do your own in-house training. And so there just wouldn't be any value in us finding 15 minutes to talk further. Is that fair?
Okay, I understand what you're talking about. Why would I go with you rather than any of the other sales trainers I meet every day?
Well, forgive me. I don't know that you would, or that we'd even be a good fit for you. It might actually be that we're not. But I mean, I guess I'd be wrong in thinking that something I said kind of tweaked your imagination. What was it, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm thinking about how we take the company forwards, and we don't do any form of training for our sales team. But I'm not saying that we choose you.
No, sure. I mean, like I said, I'm not sure either. And it's important to get the right fit. So, look, might not work for you, but would it be helpful if I just explained typically what could happen next if we did want to take things forward?
Sure.
So typically, the next part of the process is a 15-minute call. It's deliberately a short call so that we don't invest too much time. But really, the ultimate goal is to talk in a little bit more detail about something specific to what you might be looking to improve on. And then at the end of that 15 minutes, we agree whether or not there might be a fit. If we discover that there is, then we can invest a little bit more time talking about that detail. But if we discover that there isn't a fit, we should agree to just shake hands as gentlemen and go our separate ways. Now, I appreciate you weren't expecting my call right now. If we did want to find 15 minutes to discuss things in a bit more detail, tomorrow morning at 11 or Friday at 2 wouldn't work for you, would it?
Yeah. Friday's fine.
Friday, okay. Is Teams okay?
Sure.
Okay. Before we hang up, it wouldn't be helpful for me to just drop you my mobile number in case something urgent comes up, would it? Just on an email. just in case we need to reorganise at last minute.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah.
Can I just check your that I've got the right email address for you?
Yeah, it's James.
Okay, so it's james@.com. Okay. James, look, appreciate your time. Appreciate you weren't expecting this call, so probably a good point to end the call. I'll get an invite out to you shortly, and we'll talk on Friday at 2.
Okay, Paul. Appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.
No worries, James. Thanks. Bye.